promoting religion within government. PARA is a blatant attempt to make it harder to defend the Establishment Clause and will open the door to greater infringements of religion into government. There is a great misconception by those who are promoting this bill that the Establishment Clause and those who defend it want government representatives to be secular or atheistic, and that is not the case. The Establishment Clause does not prevent government employees from being religious. What it prevents is government employees using their office or branch of government to promote religion. It is a judicial and constitutional right of Americans to bring suit against those who would oppress in any manner, including such of a religious nature. This bill would isolate millions of Americans and make it exceptionally difficult and expensive to stand up for their rights and to seek legal recourse through the judicial system. There should be no exception to the rule that currently allows the rewarding of legal fees and costs to the winner of legal actions. Exceptions are tantamount to discrimination and violate the spirit of the Constitution and what America stands for. I urge you to oppose PARA and to urge your fellow representatives to do the same. Stand against religious discrimination and ensure, this is written so small, and ensure judicial equality for all American citizens regardless of their religious or non-religious affiliations.
That was heroic on your part because it was the print she was reading. Just
so small. Tiny. So I apologize if I got any of that wrong.
Well, you know, one of the I don't remember his name, but one of the congressmen who was justifying, it may have been the sponsor actually of the bill, was justifying it on the basis that they were trying to eliminate frivolous lawsuits. You know.
Well, yeah, defending the Constitution, if you consider that frivolous.
Well, no, it's understandable that these people do consider defending the Constitution frivolous. But they also, first of all, you know, someone just the other day expressed the opinion that, first of all, the House of Representatives is fully aware that this is not going to pass constitutional muster. Ultimately, even our trial by fire, burn witches and drown them Supreme Court probably would not let this one get through. It also has not passed. It also has not. Apparently, it doesn't even, pardon the expression, have a prayer of passing in the Senate, at least not this year.
But so, you might see this again. They might bring it up again.
Certainly, if they think they can get away with it, and they.
Well, it's an election year.
It's an election year, but they basically understand too that most people don't really care about the implications, aren't going to investigate it, and this is like warm and fuzzy stuff. And it's not just the people who will get warm and fuzzy about it, it's the people who aren't even going to really notice it and it'll go.
But this brings us back to what we said in the beginning. That's because this sounds really good if you're in the majority.
Yes.
When you're in the majority, this sounds good, but be careful what you wish for.
Right.
Because if one day you are not in the majority and you pass legislation like this, you're going to find that somebody else's religion is going to be the top banana on your water tower and in your schools and in your civic buildings.
Yep,
right.
Your little water tower is going to burst. Sorry, I couldn't resist.
Very good.
And your theories will be all wet.
So, you know, you can't, you know, if the Constitution is to mean anything, it really has to be respected. And you can't just play with it. You can't just, you know, try and pass legislation. Or
hijack it, for that matter.
Exactly.
You know, or destroy it, for that matter. Yeah.
We're having a bumper sticker printed that says, "Keep your theocracy off my democracy," or off our democracy. And that's basically what it is. It's toying with our democracy, toying with our form of government and our Constitution for something that you don't play with it. You don't do it to buy votes. You don't play with our rights to buy votes. And I'd like to know where the American Bar Association was while this was happening. I'll just throw that out there. Where were you? Where were you while this was going on? Because I didn't hear a word from you. I hope you were out there fighting this too, because I didn't hear word one from the American Bar Association. Anyway, 30 seconds? Well, thank you for watching The Atheist Viewpoint. We hope you tune in next week, same time, same station. Dennis, and next week we're going to do some news stories. So have a good week, everybody. Thanks for joining us.